Hey guys, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Well, that seasonal depression is kind of setting in. All the trees are becoming bare now. All the fall leaves have fallen. That sweet spot that we have in mid October to late October is kind of going away. And I got date night with my wife tonight, so I can't be too down. We get that fuck it attitude, right? We sometimes feel like saying fuck it. And that's a really hard feeling to combat, especially when you're already kind of low and you're like, why not, right? Well, there is no reason to give up. There is no there is no opportunity for success in giving up, right? And so my intentions with this video, and you got to set your intentions, right? You got to set your intentions with everything you do, whether it's a video, whether it's a message, whether it's a prayer or a hope or a wish or a dream. You have to put intentions behind it. Put something into it in order to get out, right? So in order for us to get something out of life, we have to therefore put in. And when we put in, sometimes we don't always feel like we're getting back. And that's difficult because a lot of the times that we put in, we're not putting in to get anything back, right? We're just living life. We're living one day at a time. And I saw another one of my friends post today that they were dealing with some seasonal depression. I guess I am too. It's a tough season change, going from being able to hop on your motorcycle and ride any time to now looking at snow and winter. And I've been going through some of my goals that I have for this season. And I wanted to get a part-time job this fall doing something that I really liked. So instead of waiting for that job to come to me, I had to literally boots on the ground and go out and do what I had to do in order to get back, right? So we're talking about putting in to get back. I had to do some orientation, I had to do some phone training and some other stuff if I wanted to become a peer recovery specialist, right? So in that process, I have to do things. And sometimes I think that things will just happen, God's got control, or everything's just gonna fall into place. But sometimes while we're waiting for that stuff to happen, we actually have to do the work. We have to put in what we want to get out of it. And that's difficult because I've been going through a lot the last year. It's been difficult. It's been most difficult. I've been dealing with my own stuff in my own life, and therapy and counseling and recovery and ups and downs and friends and enemies and family, and it all can get to be overwhelming at times, but I'm reminded daily that what I put in is obviously what I'm going to get back. So if I'm low and kind of woe is me, not feeling the best, not feeling like life has all that it has for me in store, and just kind of being a little bit negative, that is what the results are going to be then, therefore, of what we put out. And I was going back over editing some footage of my ride with Bill and Tom earlier this week, and I came to the point where I had that conversation with a gal who cut me off in that roundabout. And listening back was kind of difficult for me because I could tell that I was upset and that I was frustrated, but this gal was obviously level-headed enough to say she was sorry and to kind of invite conversation, a calm conversation, right? Didn't really know how excited I was until I listened back. Although it ended with a hug and we parted ways and everything was good, I still felt bad. And I'm allowing that to eat me up a little bit because I don't want to treat anybody with disrespect or make them feel fearful or upset. But when something like that happens, I'm still learning how to deal with how I feel after something like that happens, because getting into a minor accident on my motorcycle is something that I've really, really, really tried to avoid. In fact, I have made it my mission to not do things on my motorcycle or in my life that would contribute to the madness that brings, right? Being intoxicated or anything like that, inebriated and then riding, or riding while intoxicated, or just living while intoxicated. I've really tried my best to be an example for that, and I really do pride myself on riding sober. I do not I don't ride any other way. Every time I get on my motorcycle, I am sober. I am a sober rider. I am a dry rider. And I'm not only a dry rider when there comes time for a dry rider event. I am a dry rider all the time. I'm 100% a dry rider. That is me. I am that. And I'm prideful of that. So that I know when situations and circumstances like that come up and there is a minor accident, I'm not intoxicated or inebriated that I might say or do something that I might regret, because I know darn well that if I was inebriated, intoxicated, under the influence of anything, I probably would have acted like a fool and would have made a big scene. The cops would have been called. It would have ended totally different. But now today I have evidence of proof, right, in my life that when we make the decisions that we make, and they're rooted in recovery and knowledge and wisdom and care and consideration and understanding and all that, it contributes to the success. So what we put in is what we're going to put out, and there's a direct correlation to that. So I am battling, you guys. I have some friends out there that are battling too, so we're kind of all battling together. It's been difficult. I have not been able to find a part-time job, which has been super frustrating. And I've been getting some side work here and there. You know, I got a roof repair, roofing, siding, and just kind of doing odds and ends, you know, but that's not really consistently paying my bills. So now I'm trying to figure out where I'm headed. Minnesota Recovery Connection. It's a place that I'm gonna go do some volunteering at now, but their schedule is really, really tight. There's only a few spots open for volunteering in the next couple months, so I filled those spots. I scheduled myself to be at the desk at the Minnesota Recovery Connection, and I also emailed CPR, I think it's called. I'll have to get back to you on that, but it's also another recovery place that is looking for volunteers, and they actually offer some pretty cool perks if you're going to get your peer recovery specialist certification, which that's what I'm trying to do, so I can go work part-time at a treatment center, and I'm not going just based off my resume. I'm actually going in with a certification of a completion, that I've done the training and the volunteer hours that it takes to go and volunteer at a treatment center or a detox, or, you know, anything right now my way would be beneficial. So thanks, guys, for listening. I think I'm going to take today, this afternoon, to finish sending out my credentials to people and try to get some more of my over-the-phone volunteer stuff done for the Minnesota Recovery Connection. What you put in is what you put out. I know, not very exciting stuff, but this is my vlog. This is the vlog. This is the life. This is life, and it happens as it happens, and not every day is going to be an awesome, great, sunny, beautiful day. Some days are going to be a little bit gloomy, a little bit darker, windy, cold, and that's when we start to really pull on what we know for knowledge and experience, and to tell ourselves that, hey, today isn't going to be that bad. Just got to get through today. Tomorrow will be better. Focus on today and be well, right? Love you guys. Thanks for listening.